Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for coming back. Here we are again with another video, keeping promises to myself even though I don't want to do it anymore. Not because I don't want to do it anymore, it's just because I'm tired and my mind just finds the way to avoid this. But you just have to stick to it and keep going with it. That's what we are learning and that's what we are trying to do in our life. Today's video is regarding how I changed myself for better and how you can opt some of those habits and change yourself for better. Sometimes you have to intentionally do things to be better, and I like to keep this video short because we need more time to think, not more time to listen. But sometimes things just fall into places into your life and they just come your way, which transform yourselves to be better. That's what happened in my life. That's what all of these things, all of the ways that I'm going to talk about today, they just came into my life and they just changed my life for better. And I cannot describe how. Maybe it's just the way universe was trying to change me because I was stuck in some places. But if things don't fall into places in your life and if they're not coming in your life, what you have to do is you have to intentionally opt for these things. You have to intentionally work towards these things. So let's start the video without any further await. And I'm going to tell you the 5 ways you can change yourself for better in 2024. See, we do not have much time left. 6 months are already gone through. And 6 or 7? 6. So let's jump and let's just talk about the things that will help you to change for better and that helped me to be like this today. Okay, so the first thing is reading. Reading, like Jim Rohn says, great people have libraries in their home and the average people will have a big screen TV. Now, there's no hate for TV here. We all, at a point of time in our life, watched TV. We were kids. We used to come home and we were just excited to watch TV. And there were times when people were not having TVs in their home and they used to watch, going to their neighbors and everything. So there's no hate for TVs. But what the intention of Jim Rohn here was, that everyone in today's world will have TVs in their home, but a very few people will have libraries in their home. Now, the library as in it doesn't mean that you have a big separate room considered as your book library, or you have like some particular place in your home to be considered as your library. Your library can be few books too. Your collection can be your library. Like for me, I just have 2 bookshelves and they have my diaries, they have my books, whatever I have read. They have some notes that I'll just write down or everything. That's just my library. That's my library because I created it from scratch. That is what you mean as your library. Now, if you do not have an intention of collecting books and having a particular corner for books or having a shelf for books, you can get a library card for free. According to a survey in September 2023, only 66% of people had library cards. And you don't have to pay anything for that. They're free. You can go borrow books, read them, return the books, and issue a new one. And it's as easy as that. See, reading does not mean that you have to complete some books in a week, or you have to read a particular number of books in this month, or you have to read a particular number of books in a year. No. You are a reader if you read every day. Even if you read a page, or even if you read 2 pages, you're still considered a reader. And in my life, reading came into a place where I wanted something so that I can forget my reality. Now, you would think I started reading fiction books because I was running away from my reality and the problems I was facing. No. I just found a non-fiction book and I just started reading it and it changed my life. That's how reading came into my life. And without doing any research, I just ordered one book that came on my Amazon page, which was an amazing book, The Courage to Be Disliked. So I feel like everything in my life falls into places when I just jump into things. I don't have to try hard. And I'm lucky for that. Maybe try for yourself. You might think the same way in coming years, right? The second thing that changed my life, and I'm talking about them in a chronological order because that's how things came into my life and it's my experience. And I feel like not talking about the facts or the stats and talking about one's own life experience gives people a more understandable way of living, because that's not a fact, that's just someone's life experience. And the second thing that came into my life was journaling. We can also say diary. We can also say writing about your day. So, how journaling started into my life, I feel like it's a way back. We go way back for my diaries and everything. I was in India. During my school time, I used to have different diaries. I used to write things. Sometimes I was writing songs in it. Sometimes I was writing some, poems in it. And back home, you don't have much of a privacy. And through all the stuff that teenage girl goes through, I used to write about that. And my mom found my diary, and that's it. That was the end of my journaling during those years. And then again in my life in 2019, journaling came. I started writing about my days. I started writing about the problems I was facing. I started writing about how I was feeling regarding particular situations or particular person, or what if this wouldn't have happened. Everything I wanted to talk about with anyone, I was just writing about it. There was no particular way of starting journaling. It's just, dear diary, this happened today. Hi diary, this happened today. I'm feeling this way regarding this particular person, and that's it. And the best time to do your diary or journal is nighttime, because you want to go to sleep and you want to get rid of all the things that's been in your mind throughout the day, and you just write it down on a piece of paper or in your diary, and you go to sleep freely. You don't have anything in your mind. You'll get a good quality sleep. Jim Rohn says, be a collector of good ideas, but don't trust your memory with that ideas, because your memory will not serve you according to time. Just write them out. That's the best motivation someone can have to write diaries or keep a journal. Another thing he used to say was, you leave three things behind when you die or everything. You leave three things for your future generation. One is your books, the books that change your life. Second is your photos. And third is your diaries. Because your diaries will have the experiences you went through. And someone's life can be helped with those experiences. You never know. Someone will have your diary and write a book about it. It could be transformed into a biography. You just never know. So just for your mental health's sake, start writing diary, start journaling, start knowing yourself, start introspection. Third thing that came into my life and that changed my life is being more organized regarding what I wanted to do. So having a to-do list for your next day. Like now what I do is I plan my week ahead. And yes, things come into your way. You cannot always complete your to-do list, but at least you have your to-do list. And that's the best way to get things done. When you have written things on a piece of paper or on a to-do diary or anything you keep, or there are certain apps in your phones you can download for your to-do next day. That's the best part. You scratch them out after you're done with them. You tick them or scratch them out. I love that feeling that, oh, I accomplished this today. And believe me, you'll get much more done after having your to-do lists instead without being your to-do list. You'll not forget things because you have already written them down. You'll have the satisfaction of crossing them out, which will be like a reward for you. And you'll be on track. even if you don't get something done today or you forget, you have it written and you know what you have to do next, right? So my way is planning your to do, like a weekly to do. But every day before sleeping and before my diary, I'll go through my to do for the next day. Like, what else can I add? Or do I want to add something on Monday or Tuesday? Or if there's something I might have to say, today's Monday and something came up. Oh, this, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll just write it on Tuesdays to do. Okay, this is what I have to do tomorrow. In that way, you'll not forget. You'll be on track, you'll be organized, and there will not be useless things piling up. You'll just keep them in control. Great. Next thing that came into my life, or the fourth way, or the fourth step, was gym. Like for me, particularly, it was gym. There was a point of time when I wanted to start doing exercise because I wanted to lose weight and I was all that. When you start gym, the only thing in your mind is you want to look attractive, you want to lose weight or something. But once you are in it, you learn so many things. You learn discipline, you learn self control, you learn dedication and consistency. Because without all of these aspects, it's impossible to get the body you want. You get different kind of confidence. Why was I not going to gym earlier? Because I did not have the confidence. I did not know what I was doing. But intentionally, you have to step into it. It's your dream. No one will help you get it done. You'll have to do it. That was the first thing that came into my life when I started going to gym and keeping all this behind me. The reason I had was for not going to gym. The reason I had was, oh, I don't know what I'm doing and I do not have a partner and I'll be silly. Like people will laugh at me. No one cares at gym. Everyone is so self-obsessed. No one cares about you. And believe me, gym people are best. Just the other month, yeah, the other month, there was a machine. I've been going to gym for 2 years now, and I did not know how to use that particular machine. I just asked someone. Someone was using the one, and I was like, I'm sorry to disturb you, but could you please tell me how I can use this one? And that person just instantly showed me. Even he was out of breath and he was in his rest time, and I felt really bad for disturbing him, but he just showed me and I said thank you. And that's just how things work. Okay, it's so simple. When you start a business, the person who never did a business will laugh at you, but the person who's successful in business will never laugh at you. It's the same way in the gym. The person who does not know shit about gym, they'll laugh at you. But the person who's been in gym for 3 years or 4 years, they'll never laugh at you. What the fuck is happening? Back to the topic. So just take that first step. It's your dream. No one will come and help you. If you see the greatest personalities who have achieved something today, they did work for themselves. There was no one else dragging them. Okay, so take that first step. And the last thing I would want to say is please do not be too hard. Just be disciplined, just be consistent. And if you are in it for a season, please go through that season. If you decided that you'll be doing this for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months, stick to it. Stick to it to see the difference. It'll be hard. The bad part is it's always hard at starting, but the good part is eventually it gets easy. So just do it till you think it's easy for you. Push through it. There are some days you are lazy. That's just our human emotion. I don't know if laziness is considered an emotion, but like for me, yesterday was Saturday and I'm usually very productive. What happened yesterday? I got up, went to gym, worked out, came home, ate, slept. through the entire day, didn't do anything, got up in the evening again, prepared for my next day, my detox water and everything, ate, slept again. And I woke up this morning and now I'm productive today. But it's just that you have to give yourself enough time. You are a kid and you are someone trying to learn things. So you have to be patient with yourself. Don't beat yourself up for not seeing results so early. It's okay. That's fine. Everyone makes mistakes and everyone feels lazy and everyone does have these emotions all over them. But sometimes you just have to beat those emotions up and be free of the emotions. And that's what exercising will teach you. But sometimes you just have to respect them. Sometimes your body will tell you it's not feeling well and you'll have to take the time off, right? So don't beat yourself up. It's okay. This is life. You have to have fun while getting better at things. You have any questions, you have anything to talk to me about, I promise you can talk to me about anything, and I'm the most non-judgmental person in this entire world. And I'm not even bragging about it. Because you know why? I'll listen to you, you'll tell me your problems, and I'll lend you a shoulder and listen, and next day I'll just forget all about it. That's just who I am. But at least you'll have the satisfaction of you telling me what happened. You went out your emotions. And believe me, sometimes I can give the best advices. Even though I'm not professionally expert, but most of my friends, they're like, oh, you're just a group therapist. So if you just want to talk about anything, I'm here for you. Please contact me, DM me on Instagram, or comment down the video if you do not know my Instagram. And I hope you just change yourself for better, because you don't know what is waiting for you. Just love yourself. Get up, see in the mirror, and tell yourself you love yourself. Very weird thing happened in gym this Thursday, I guess, my push day, and I was upping my weights, and my body was like, I can't do it, and I was just on the verge of crying, my tears falling from my eyes, that I cannot do this. But then there are two personalities in your brain. The other one jumped in and said, you did it before. Every time you upped your weight, you were like, you cannot do it. But now that weight is easy for you and you can up this too. And I was looking in the mirror and I was telling myself, hey, if you don't do it, my day will be ruined. Please do it. I love you. And I was speaking loudly, and no one cares because everyone has their headphones in and the music is blasting into their ears. So they do not care. Just talk to yourself in the mirror. And you won't believe me. The sets I decided I will do with the upper weight, I just did them. It's just a matter of how you talk to yourself. How self-talk is really important. I love you guys. And please know that you love yourself too. It's just a difficult time you're going through. And being in a difficult time does not reduce your value or your worth. Hope you have a great time. And if you want to talk about anything, do not hesitate to contact me. Bye.